Hello and Swift, Trail Sex Art Gaming, and today we're back with Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Alright, we're going to take on the Abbey Grange affair. We're back. Do we dare look? No, I can see her from here! No, we don't look! Hi, Toby.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's...
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Shut up, Watson. I wasn't talking to you, man. Alright, I was talking to Toby. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Okay.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
E.B. Inspector Lestrade. Oh, wait, no.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent, 3:30 a.m. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance on what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as long as I found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant. It is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Alright, let's go to Abbey Grange. We don't really have any reason to be at the house, so let's just go. I love how they just sit there, not talking the whole time in the cab. Just staring at each other.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
Oh?
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of
Hate
aggression.
when that happens.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid to raise her right.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Okay, Watson's gonna examine the body. Alright, let's see. That's probably to leave, yep.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Alright, I'm just taking
Sir
a look here.
Warthen Brackenstall. Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Okay.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
And who's this?
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Okay, and who this?
Lord George Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Okay, oh. Okay, found them.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, shoot.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Let's get a portrait of her. Yep, we'll start right at the eye. Fresh bruises. Yeah. That's not good. Alright, anything over here? Fresh bruises. Oh. Pale cheeks. Okay. Gold brooch. Kangaroo and emu. Australian origin. Elegant dress. What else do we got here? Old bruises. Wedding ring. Not a happy marriage.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
We've got some old bruises going on.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time.
Not okay with
Out
this.
of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Okay, what happened last night?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw 2 others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
So I'm already suspicious of her and the maid. I mean, they're the only 2 ones we know, but... because, like... she'd want to, like, get out of this, or the maid is tired of seeing her get, beat up. So, I mean, it could go either way. Hydrate.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Okay. You. Definitely need to talk to you.
Teresa,
Suspicious.
I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
All right, let's get a character portrait of you. Wrinkles. Okay, a little bit older. Now, if she has old bruises, then I will be suspect. Coffee stain. Handkerchief. Vinegar smell. What was that second word? Or third word? It keeps going away right before I can read it. Hold on. Go back. Caring. Vinegar smell. Okay. Whatever. And working hands. Alright.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
That's all we got from her, huh? was expecting a little bit more. Ooh. Oh, picture right here. Ooh.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Let's just let's examine
A
it first.
trapper's hut.
Okay, now let's move it. Hello.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Okay, let's just take a peek around first before we get too carried away with the safe. Photograph. That looks like the two women.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Well, there's a little symbol there, maybe can help. Or we can take off the back and see if it's written somewhere. Rock of Gibraltar, Adelaide, 1893.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Okay, and we'll just take that. Now they have a picture of nothing. Haha. Okay, nothing on there. Let's see here. Anything else in here? Another table. Okay, newspaper. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their appearance by way of brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Syndham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile of this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, the father and his two sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already gray-haired. While of average height and build, being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age, but very different in appearance. The first son is William Randall, is tall, broad-shouldered, with a small, disproportionate head. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is somewhat weaker constitution and is skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for their exceptional, brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, and may your valuables stay safe.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
That's suspicious to me. Oh, we got some stuff. There we go. Oh, there's already a split here. Randall's blame. The robbery is faked. The whole story invented in order to blame Teresa's death on the Randalls. Randall gang. Testimonies and evidence match the point to the Randall gang. I'm going to go with that for now. I just see that. I don't think any of these will be... Yeah, these don't connect, which I figured. Alright.
My mistress is very tired.
Okay. Let's talk to you to get that safe open.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Okay, that was... Well, in that case, maybe we'll find something. So which one is Eustace?
Sir Warthen. Lord Brigham
No, I don't care
Brackenstall.
about Brigham.
The body is still in the dining room where the murder took place.
Thank you, wasn't talking to you.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
Ramsey...
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Lyndon, was it this guy?
Lord George
No,
Brackenstall.
it's none of these guys. Alright, let's see about the...
You should
So many
examine
dead
the body
things!
of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Okay. Ooh, we can go outside. Okay, I'm gonna leave outside, I think, for a little bit later, just because that seems like a lot. Okay, we got Watson. Oh,
The hunting scene.
so this guy likes hunting, or at least pretending like he likes hunting. Alright, let's see. We got some glasses.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
I don't know what that means.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Yes, I totally know what that means.
Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
Grand Cru.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed.
Okay, I know nothing about wine, so that has got me completely stumped. I'll say I won't be able to help with that. Oh. Okay, right. She said she was tied to the chair. He came in. They must have been loading. Either they were looking for the stuff or this was done afterward. And then he was killed there. So let's check the chair.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Toby.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Okay, I'll deal with the connections here in a little bit. Well, I guess I should probably do them now because they tend to lead to things. The knotted rope and be the... Nope. Final behavior? Oh, none of those. Oh, what was that? Oh, 3 people. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. 2 people were drinking out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the beeswing consists solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. I'm going to assume there were 3 people. Oh, they... Ooh, interesting. Huh. Well, we'll just let that sit there. Alright, let's take a peek over here.
These wine bottles are expensive, and mostly from France.
Okay.
This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Because it wasn't thought of to be valuable at the time.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
Okay, what else we got? Anything up top? Oh, hasn't let me backed out yet, so there's got to be something else here. Missing bottle.
A bottle of wine is missing here.
That's the one on the table.
The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. The hunting scene. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Also suspicious.
A deer hunt.
Okay, we got a body on the floor. Yeah, that's fine.
A fur trader's cabin.
Okay, I'll talk to Watson last. Alright, let's take a look at the body.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Okay, let's see here. We got
That
the poker.
must be the murder weapon.
Alright, we got his head.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Alright. Let's see here. Feet.
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon. Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
That checks out. So he uses the walking stick, maybe? Ah, there's blood
It
all
is
over
covered
this.
in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Okay. Alright, Watson... Oh, hold on, I got something else going on here. Oh, right there. Where'd it go? Mantelpiece. Cut. Oh,
It
Piece of
appears
rope.
that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Okay. Inspect the dining room complete. Alright. Where did I see that rope? Oh, right there. Oh. Interesting. Alright, Watson, what do you got?
The death was instant.
Thank you. Alright, let me check our clues. Just so that we make sure we got them all connected here. There we go. Poker blow. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow. That is true. Okay. Should have looked at more clues. Whoops. I keep spamming buttons, which I shouldn't do. Alright, let's make sure all these are at least checked so that we can say we've checked them. There we go. Oh, okay, so it's either the... could have been due to his accidental striking his head on the fireplace grate, or it could have been the poker blow. Deadly accident. I'm gonna go deadly accident. Okay, any more clues we can kill off here? They're all good, okay. Perfect. Alright, so we got that. Let's check outside now. Do a little bit of just peeking around. See if there's anything of note. What do we got here? Nothing. Okay. Just kind of looking for anything that might seem like it could be important. Like there's a little building here. That seems like it could be something. Also might not be able to go in there yet. I might need Toby. Okay, yeah, there's nothing really popping in at the moment. Let's talk to the lady of the house again. See if we got any new stuff for her, which we do. The 3 glasses on the table.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
So
Oh, what a horrible...
Please leave my Mary alone.
So it's
She
saying that it
suffered
was the
so much,
3
she deserves
sitting
some
there
rest.
together.
Let us try to open this safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Okay, so it's 15. Five. Okay, 15, 5. $17. There we go.
It is common
Ton of money.
practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
That's where it's like, probably not those guys then.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Medical report. Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decomposition. Yep. The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There's a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you... Whoops. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by inalteration to the nervous system, which in turn is caused by excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of evolving cirrhosis. There are also signs of a... Wow, this guy is having issues. A cystis, fluid in the peritoneal cavity, which are evident by your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. Wow. Dude is messed up. Just gonna quickly just scan through those. Just make sure we have all that stuff. Collect Toby from Baker Street and follow the scent trail. Okay. Alright. Let's go get Toby. I'll say I will talk to Lestrade, though.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight.
Holy crap!
Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol
Wow.
seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Jesus, dude. Violent behavior, Inspector's tale. Yep, that checks out. Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. Yep. Yeah, duh. Alright, let's go get Toby. I knew that dog was gonna be important. We need Toby. Good puppy. It's kind of weird. I'm just going back to the house just to get Toby and then, you know, pretty much. Actually, let's go see if I can change up my outfit. Can I please put on the... Yes, top hat. Can't do glasses, apparently. We'll leave facial hair out. To the wardrobe. Alright, let's see. Casual suit, black suit, brown suit, green suit, gray suit. I think I liked the light one the best just because it was, like, easier to tell. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not that I could see my guy anymore, but it's a thing. Oh, Toby! Hiya, puppy.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Someone should take Toby for a walk.
We are taking Toby for a walk. Back to Abbey Grange. Toby's in the car. Oh, he's so cute. Not sure what's going on with his arm there. It looks really weird. Just doesn't look quite right.
Search, Toby.
Okay. Oh, we got something on the ground here. Oh, it's just the light. Oh. Ah, here's where we go outside. Thank you, Sherlock. Okay. God, I wish there was a way I could move faster. This game does not want to seem to let you move any faster than they want. Okay, goes this way. And then, yeah, I kind of figured we'd be going to that little building. That checks out. There we go.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Okay. There is another scent. So they went to the shed, and then it looks like they're going to the well. I bet we find silverware at the bottom of this. Woof woof. Woof woof.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
I bet there's silverware at the bottom. Oh, we continue on. Going this way now. There's not much else over here. But maybe where they came in and out is right here.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Okay.
The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
I think they couldn't. Well, let's start with the shed. I think they couldn't. I think this was like locked or something. Or there wasn't a good hiding spot, and then they dumped the silverware in the well. All right, what do we got here? Tools.
Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. This hook might be useful.
I'm just taking that. Okay, so that's it in there. Then one over here. Inside the well. What is that? Glittering
There's something
object.
glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
I do have a rope and a hook.
The
Attach hook. And use. Bet it's silverware. I'm calling it. It's silverware.
silverware. This is hardly a coincidence.
I knew it. Hello, Sergeant. Alright, let's see. I bet does it have like their logo on it or something? Ah.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Okay. Then they went over to the wall where Toby is.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British
They
Empire.
went over there. Chucked it down the well. Okay. How's the good sir doing? I'm doing alright. How are you? Let's see here. Silverware found. Knotted rope from Australia. Robbery is the motive. Imitated robbery. The robbery could have been imitated to explain its reason's death. The silverware was not was supposed to be found. Yeah, I think it's a fake robbery. Why wouldn't they have taken the candlestick? Just saying. Oh, 2 days is your birthday? Well, happy birthday. We're on to something, Lestrade. We're on to something. All right, make sure you don't have anything for me. Oh, you do. History of violence.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me And all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
That was interesting. Interesting little thing there. No personal life from Australia. No acquaintance. Lady Brackenstall married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at the home during that time. There is little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Acquainted with a sailor. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. Ah, I like that. Deadly accident. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't sure with this one. This could be it. That could check out still. Ooh, what do we have here? Murderous visitor. Sir Eustace has been murdered by one person who was visiting that night. If he was, it was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. Okay, okay. Right now we just got the knotted rope as our only clue. Let's talk to Lady Brackenstall and see what she's got to say. Your silverware's been found, ma'am.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Do you
Your
really care,
ladyship.
though? Interesting. Okay. Inspector! I have the stolen silverware.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Okay, so... You're still dead. Does it want me to put it, like, back or something? No. What is my next step here? Investigate the murder at the Abbey Green. Okay. Oh, perform analysis. I didn't... Oh, I could have done that before. Shoot. Okay, I gotta go back to, Baker Street. Perform analysis on the rope. Look at Toby. He's so cute. Alright, let's perform analysis on this here rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut.
Okay.
The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Okay. Well, we've got scissors here, so let's see if scissors do it. Make a cut.
The fibers from this
Nope.
cut appear to be different.
Wasn't scissors. Knife?
If I cut
It
the
was a
rope
knife.
with a knife, it matches the original.
Alright. Sharp knife. And... as a type which sailors use. Okay. Sailor background. The rope was cut with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could indicate the intruder had a sailor's background. Look for a sailor. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. I agree. I think the wife got someone to kill him because she's first off gonna make a ton of money. She was getting beat. Like, it makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if the maid was in on it too. Okay, we gotta go find a sailor. I realize search for possible sailor suspects. I mean, I could talk to
Holmes, don't look at me like that.
Oh, what a horrible...
no.
Please leave
No.
my Mary alone. She suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
Yeah. Oh, I bet I need to go to the yeah, I should have stayed at Baker Street. I need to go to the archives. Or is it the map? It's one of the two. I need to go to one of the two. Might be the map. Map. Nope, not the map. Let me take a peek at my letters here. Colossal scandal in high society. The well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, has been found murdered. The crime scene took place at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane, the location of the archaeologist's most recent research. But what is truly shocking is the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villain. Okay. We are searching for something to do with the Gibraltar, Sea of Gibraltar thing. Or Rock of Gibraltar, whatever it's called. Martial arts, marks and symbols. No. Newspapers, maybe? Let's move over here. No.
My search must be focused upon the ship's
Okay.
name and year of voyage.
Oh, 1893. Hold on. And 1893. There it is. Arrival at Rock of Gibraltar, a ship return. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line. Carnard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Breckenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is.
I just read that. Task for Wiggins. All right.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Oh, Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
He just waits around for Sherlock to need him.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Oh, it only took 3 hours? Dang. Wiggins
Here it is,
good.
Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Thank you, sir.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay, let's see here. We got Jamestown, Henry Southward. Oh,
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
yep, okay. Ernest J.
This
Woods.
officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay, do we have Archibald Rogers? No. James Talcott? No. Henry. A.J. Gugnon, Nathan Jacobs, and Samuel L. Graham. Okay, nope. I think that's it for this one. The Rock of Gibraltar. We have Mr. Charles Chilt.
This
right
officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay. John Busell, Harvey B. Tyler, Robert Gordon. Nope. Charles Clan. Nope. Herbert there's a Herbert Whittakins. This is Herbert Hawkins. Mr. William Partridge.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay. Next page. James Crocker.
Mr. Jack Crocker
Or Jack.
was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Okay. Duncan Jones, Peter Davison, Neil, George Stewart. So I'm looking for Thomas Walker or Herbert. Thomas or Herbert. I don't see either of them. Thomas or Herbert. Oh, there's Thomas.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
And there's Herbert.
This officer is still at sea.
Jack Crocker.
Therefore he cannot be involved. Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Okay, there we go. Call Crocker to confront him.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Okay.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
How are they going to get him
Mr.
here?
Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Let's get a character portrait of you. Clear look, honest. Interesting. Interesting for him to be honest. For looking for, you know, what we're looking for. Strong build. Anything about his hands? It's weird it brought me all the way down here, but there's nothing on his hands. Newspaper ink? Newspaper ink. That's weird. He's got stains on his pants. Clean boots? Is he no longer a sailor, or what's going on here? And sea knife. Ah, the sea knife.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right. if there was no evidence.
What then?
Oh, you tied her up.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Sailor knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Call Crocker complete. Okay, let's... Captain Crocker and Crocker's statement. Crocker's involvement. Crocker's lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as I heard that I was looking for him, this signaling his guilt. Or he was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He's not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. I think he's involved. Oh, something's happening. There we go. The captain is the killer. Okay, hold on. Let's back up. So now, because I have all the clues, right? So now it's just figuring it out. So this is one. All right, so let's see. He's got an alibi. Let's say he has an alibi. We're not going to be looking for Sarah. No acquaintance. It's going to be the other dudes then. Domestic violence is a solo one. Yep. 3 people. Robbery is the motive. Randall gang. The Randalls are guilty. Okay, that is another conclusion. Continue the investigation. I wonder what happens if I change this. I'm just kind of fixing some of these here. Okay, what does this change? Domestic incident. That was caused by a struggle with his wife. Okay, I think those are our 3 things. She had no acquaintance. 3. I don't think she killed him, though. She wouldn't have been strong enough. Plus, how did she tie herself to the chair besides the... I'm just seeing what it says. Dusty Yusuf was an accident caused by a struggle with his wife. It says the Lord Breckenstall and the maid committed the murder. See, the thing that I don't think is true with this one is because the person went over the wall. The maid she wouldn't have done that. So I don't think it's that. The Randalls, Sir Eustace was murdered by a Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed by the motive of the crime. I don't think it's that either. I think they're using them in the paper as a way to get away with it. And so I don't think so. The wine glasses makes me think it was the other 2. I think that the captain is the killer. Yeah, I think the captain's the killer. He may have, the guy may have come down when they were down visiting with him. That's a possibility too. So I think the captain is the killer. And I'm going to go with that he is the killer. However, so I can arrest him or absolve him is my next thing. If I arrest him, he's a murderer and you'll bring him to, and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, justice. Or I can absolve him. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dipsomaniacal man. The mystery is solved, but you decide to keep it secret. There's no need to report police. I'm going to absolve them. because the dude was kind of awful. So I'm going with that. Let's see if I am correct. I don't think it was the Randalls, though, at all.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
Done.
I know because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots
forgot
were
about the height.
sailor's knots.
Yep.
And not least,
The
the
sea
sheer
knife, sailor's
force that
knots,
was put behind the
force.
killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in
That
London.
too.
And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he
I knew it!
barged in.
He barged in.
He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Oh, why are we gonna fight? Oh boy. Yeah, nope. Oh, he was gonna kill himself. No, 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 no blood in my house. No blood in my house. Achievement, hold your herrings, Captain.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night.
There we go. Boom! Pretty sure we got
Inspector,
that one right.
I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by three criminals who
blaming them.
cannot be the Randalls.
Oh, cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used a sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, and then hid the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dipsomaniacal man. You have decided to keep it a secret. Yeah! Got it right! Yeah! Doing well, except that last one. That last one was terrible. The one before this, I did terrible. But the rest I've been doing alright. Alright, let's accept this decision. Boom. Yep. That's fine. Personality ranking neutral. People saw the same case the same way. 94. Yeah, that makes sense. That one was very obvious. I feel like people made the same moral choice. 64. Oh, interesting. All right, next one. Kew Gardens drama. Kel? Not sure how you say that.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going
Oh.
on?
God.
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Yay?
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Ah.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
All right, let's go to the gardens. No reason to stick around here. Could bring Toby, though. Just stare at each other the whole time. It's so weird. They don't even say anything. Or, like, take a nap. I feel like that's what I would do. Feet up, thought about taking a nap, so I yawned.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's. No, we're gonna go first person. Oh,
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
okay. 3 suspects.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry.
He's got something
We
on
were not
his
aware.
chin,
The
too.
2 of you were good friends?
He He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Okay. There's death afoot. Plant
Here
list.
is a list of the stolen plants.
Yeah, write that down because I'm not gonna remember that. Just checking around, just seeing what all we got. All right, let's. Hi, Watson.
Do not touch.
Oh, they've been touched.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Okay, that's really about it that we can see over here. I'm just gonna. Okay, just taking a peek. Just taking a peek. I'm also kind of curious about this because Watson, get out of the way, man.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
Yeah, because there's some suspicious stuff going on here. Then
The
black
traces
tracks.
are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Could be poisoned. Cracks in the door.
The door was smashed at shoulder height.
Okay.
This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Oh yeah, 100%. But we got some other stuff to look at.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground. Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Okay. Right here.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
Interesting.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
Like a body.
Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Let's see. Breaking the door. Determine the correct order of sequence. Knocking over the pot. Falling on the fence. Yeah, so. Knocking. No, that's not right. Deactivate. Oop, deactivate. Breaking the doors first. Knocking over the pot is second. Falling on the fence is third. Watch sequence. Breaks in. Knocks over the pot on accident, and boom.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder? I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
We do.
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent.
That is strange.
According to this, They have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Detergent. Something lying on the floor.
The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
So something was cleaned up. Stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow.
Murder weapon?
A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
Because if he had a head wound, that would make sense.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Oh.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
It is indeed suspicious. Alright, we're just starting to get some stuff. Perform autopsy on Montague Dunn. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door of the Colonial Collection Room? Why had someone cleaned and emptied the room? Was it a trap or a simple accident? Unless... Oh... I think maybe gas was coming in out of here. He was already in here. Then tried to get out. Banged against the door a few times. And at this point, lightheaded, because, you know, whatever gas would be poured in here. Kind of stumbles through, hits the pot, trips, falls, boom, down. Okay, well, let's see what else is in here. I'm not done with this room. I might be done with this room.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Just kind of look and see. Okay, it seems like this part was not super important. Okay. Let's check out the reserve. I think this is this way. No, nothing there.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Where are we now? Well, this is cool.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, there he is. Are you on a ladder? You are on a ladder. Alright, I'm just going to check the room you're in. I don't think there's going to be much in here, but I just want to do a quick look around, make sure. No, I think we're good.
Palm House.
Alright, let's talk to you. Alright, we're going to get a little details about him. Red eyes, wept recently, consumed by grief. Shaving cut. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. Clean hands. Okay. Alright, do you work here? We know that.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Okay, that was it for that. Alright. Let's take a quick peek around. Okay, there's that guy. Man, this place is kind of big. Let's talk to this guy, see what he's got going on. Myopic, inexpensive glasses. Okay. Dirty collar. Unmarried. gardener's hands. Okay.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late
Yeah, this guy
director
seems to
of
have
Kew
moved on
Gardens.
from it.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue
Okay.
our investigation.
Oh, here's the map. Okay, we were just... Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory are all right here. I was just in the Palm House, the Colonial Collection. So I still need to do the Tri-Tropics ventilation system, I think is important here. Seed house, nursery. It's probably going to be good to know all these.
Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory. Reserve. Water lily greenhouse. Colonial collection.
Gonna make me read them all, huh?
Nursery. Dry tropics. Seed house. Ventilation system.
Oh, there's something else. What else is here? Oh.
A map of Kew Gardens.
Oh. There's still something else. Nursery. Dry tropics. What did I miss?
Palm house.
Oh. Object of interest. Okay. Not sure why it's of interest, but...
Locked.
Okay. So that must be for later.
Locked.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, we'll go around this way and see what we can find. The nursery.
Locked.
Okay, well.
Nursery.
Ah, frickin' Watson, always in the way. Alright, let's go this way here. Let's see if this one's locked. Oh, this one is not locked. Interesting. Oh, this is the other side of the colonial room. Okay. There is a vent. Watson, for the love of God, move. Okay, that does go to the ventilation room. We probably can't go in the ventilation room yet. That's probably why. Okay, open. Map of the Kew Gardens. Oh, God, Watson, you scared me. Alright, so let's see. Nursery is off limits, I believe.
Locked.
Yep. How about the ventilate? Oh, this is the seed house. Well, let's have it.
Seed house.
Make sure it says it.
Locked.
Okay, seed house is also locked. That checks out as well.
There is a smell of burning.
Oh. Interesting. I'm going to try and not go that way, though. I'm going to try and go this way. Another map.
Locked. Seed house.
Oh. This is not what I thought when they said ventilation. Watson, move! God. Locked? Oh, no, not locked. Yeah, this is not what I expected when they said ventilation. Huh. Ventilation system. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. Yeah, stay over there, Watson. Just on my way.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation...
It is an object of interest, don't get me wrong. I'm
A water tank.
very suspicious about this whole thing over here. Alright. Got some burning over here. Let's just take a peek. Fireplace. Broken pot.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. A broom handle was half burned. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely
Venus
burned.
flytrap. gas mask.
A
What the?
protective mask.
That's creepy, sitting in a fire.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
Okay,
The
picture
remains
frame.
of a picture frame.
Looks like maybe some of the other stuff from the colonial room, maybe? What's that red piece? Nothing. Burn. Nope. Did that. Did that. Oh, door handle.
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Suspicious. Alright, we haven't been in the dry tropics room yet. Not that I think there's going to be anything in there at the current moment, but we might as well
Tropics.
take a peek anyway. Just so that we know for later. Oh, okay. This is... yeah.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Are they stealing pottery? Watson, can you please, what's the term I'm looking for? F off. Then that'd be it. Like, I wouldn't mind if Watson, like, stood in a spot in each room, like he went there and then just stayed there. That would be fantastic. Because he's really just getting in the way.
Water lily greenhouse.
Okay.
According...
Alright, yep, we've seen all this now. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need in here. I think I've got... my clues are... Dune was trapped, yeah, I know that. Alright, I'm gonna talk to the two dudes one more time, see if they got anything new, now that I got the burning thing going. And then we'll talk to... we'll go to... I imagine Scotland Yard is where the autopsy is. This room is way cooler than the tropics room. Alright, you got any... oh, you're down here now.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Okay, you have nothing of interest. Alright, what about you, obvious murderer? You do have something new. Door keys.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Suspicious. Alright, we gotta go to Scotland Yard to go and get an autopsy done here. What is this? Oh, I also gotta search the archives for some stuff. We should probably do that first. Just gonna make sure these get marked. Oh, we got a silver fork from that last one. Cool. Okay, because we got some new portraits. Alright. Alright, let's go to Baker Street then to get these looked at here. Check something real quick. Okay. Alright, search the archives. Which one is this? Stolen plants list. Okay. List of exotic plants exhibited at Kew Gardens. Okay. Not gonna be chemistry. Poisons and toxins, maybe. Digitalis? Nope. Belladonna? Nope. Cyanide mercury. Arsenic. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's any of those. Wounds and injuries, no. Criminalistics, no. Martial arts, no. Marks and symbols, no. Newspapers, maybe? No, probably not newspapers either. Encyclopedias, maybe. Economic science, technology, history, medicine. Nope. Botany. Okay, we want this one. Hey, these plants have certain toxicity in common, more or less variable. All of those. Only the first three can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica, but only under very specified conditions. The plant should react to a process of aggression against it, which it will use deadly spores. Like if it's being, I don't know, something with the
Here
ventilation.
it
maybe?
is.
Okay. Let's search for the symbol of the broken pot. Now, I saw that. That was under criminalistics? No. Marks and symbols. London Garden Supplies.
That is not the
What?
one I need.
Symbol on a broken flower pot found in the backyard. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. The glyph means divine. Oh, Divine Syndicate? There it is. Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration. The members of the syndicate worship Tarawan, the God King, or Trewan. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world, so generous donations are appreciated. Okay, this is the one found in the fire.
Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Okay, and search for the symbol on the exhibition pot is going to be the same area. It's going to be this one. Seymour's Gardens, garden equipment and supplies. We are a premium supplier for all your landscape gardening and timber requirement. Full range supply and delivery of sand, soils, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. 3 Blarton Road, London.
Here it is.
All right, cool. Do we have any letters to look at? We do. Let's just grab that real quick. Yoink. Dear Mr. Holmes, finally found the courage to write you a letter. I've scarcely found the words to express my gratitude for your kindness on that terrible day. I believe my life to be ruined, but at the same time I realized there was only one person in the world who truly loved me for who I am in return. His name we both know. This is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live. Even if we cannot be together in the end, none of this could have been none of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstall. Yeah, we're awesome. That is an interesting shrine. Okay, let's go to do the, hold on. Do I have to look on the map for that?
A map of
Okay,
London
no.
and the surround.
We're good. Let's go to Scotland Yard then. Let's do the autopsy. I was thinking, maybe the place where that pot was made I could go to or something, but doesn't seem to be an option at the
I
moment.
asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Alright. We don't have any... Oh, there's a box in here. Hold on. Oh, is it his stuff? Oh.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make. This
Watch.
watch is of great value.
So money wasn't the thing, because it was on... He had this on him.
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
Okay, and a letter. To Mr. F. Wayne, director of Wayne & Sons Printing Company. My friend, your posters for the great exhibition at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all of the staff. My name alone will be sufficient. Montague Dunn. That's kind of interesting. So some people maybe not getting recognition, like the one guy? The guy with the glasses, who I think is super suspicious.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Yes. Okay, right arm.
No redness, stings, or bruises.
Okay. Left arm.
Nothing suspicious here.
Right. What about like shoulder? Because they probably had to like
There are
shoulder
no
check
suspicious
the
marks upon the chest.
door.
Let us finish our external examination, so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay, face. Nice mustache, bro.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
I think he knew he was dying in that room.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
That checks out. Alright, eyes.
The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal. Now,
Alright.
let us examine the
Get out the
internal
knives!
organs.
Scalpels! Oh. Okay. Lungs. This is the part I'm actually most interested
The
in.
lungs are congested and edematous.
I don't know what that means, but I assume... Oh. What is that?
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Scrape some. Ugh, the way it popped back in.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
Okay, do you have any...
The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
The noise is awful.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Okay. Liver tissue?
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Alright, slot that back in. Stomach?
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
I feel like it was just the lungs is really going to be the issue.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
Okay. Ugh. Plop it back in! So the lungs were the main issue.
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean...
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade.
No way!
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No. We also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
There's another.
And also Miss White,
Thank you,
of whom
Watson.
we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building? I suppose that is necessary.
Oh, yeah.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Alright. We got some connections to make here. Done. Deadly plants. Stolen. Poisoning. Yep. Theft and murder. The killers may be those who stole the exotic plants, including the deadly species from the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. And then, Dunn was trapped. Poisoning. Yep. Dunn was poisoned after being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer. Montague Dunn was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Poisoning and deadly plant stolen. Okay, those two didn't go together. Alright, let's see what we got left here. Alright, find out who killed. Yep. Find the stolen plants from the last exhibition. Find the plant that was used to kill him. Inspect Kew Garden staff belongings and gather information at Montague Dunn. Okay, I don't think... Yep, we'll head back there. I don't think we have any reason to go back to Baker Street. We don't have any reason to stay at Scotland Yard. So we'll head back. See what we can find. Eventually. I will want to explore first. Talking to the people is kind of like my last priority. So do I have keys to this now, or do I still have to...
Locked.
Yeah, I still have to get the keys, probably. Alright, I guess we'll talk to him first, then. Holy crap. Keys, please.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
He did say he wanted to. I guess we're talking to him, so we're just going to talk to him. Empty colonial room.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
Uh-huh.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Yeah, you're suspicious, dude.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
What about his lifestyle?
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say. He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That and...
And?
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Oh.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Interesting.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
He's jealous, okay.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Okay.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our
We're
investigation.
gonna go talk to Albert. Because Albert's got the keys. Albert! Miss White.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
Okay.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Interesting.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee.
Oh.
In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself.
That is true.
But
He
my
was.
father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
The Divine Syndicate.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
That checks out for me. I feel like he doesn't actually know that.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Lame.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Alright, we got some keys. We also can make some connections here. Albert's Ambitions. And Deadly Plant Stolen? Poisoning? No. Okay, I'm not sure why it told me I had a thing. Weird. Or maybe it's just letting me know I had a new clue. That's right, I got the keys anyway! You're not the deputy director! Yeah. Alright, we are in! Alright, let's see here. Champagne?
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste.
Well, we also knew he was slightly an alcoholic because of his liver.
French wine. A remarkable vintage.
Okay, yes, I do see the table. There is a safe. Just checking around
A
first.
photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Okay, interesting. Anything back here of interest? No, not really. Alright, let's take a look at his desk. Alright, we've got letter, newspapers. Okay,
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Let's grab that. New plant species. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. Interesting. Find a use. Find a use. Okay. Alright, let's see. Is the letter the last thing? I think it is. Yoink. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague Dunn. The breakup. Ah. Interesting. White's expulsion. And Albert's ambition. Just check all those. Okay, we're good. Alright, and we have a safe. Is this going to be the same as last? Oh. Oh boy. That didn't... They're all doing the exact same thing. Oh, wait. Oh, the skip just popped up, that's why. Sure. If you exit this part now, your progress will not be saved. Exit anyway? No. Wait, what just happened there? Oh. Oh. Okay, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, this is annoying, but I think I got it. 2, 3, and it's got to go this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'm gonna go back this way. Go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go back this way and do 4. Son of a. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I'm gonna go around. I don't trust it. I think it's gotta be this way. Yeah. Solved it! That took me a little bit, but we got there. Well, it's because I didn't go backward the one way, so I didn't notice that do the one thing. Let's just take the bottom letter.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Rental of suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at the London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radigan House, Taylor's, and Bard & Sons Luxury Oh. Ooh. That's suspicious. Letter of complaint. Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them in prison. They do not belong to you. Oh, this is by the divine. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie we need to elaborate that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Okay, as I say, I probably have to look that up in the archives if I had to guess. Alright, what else do we got? Letters. Oh, my dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary, precious, and rare species of plants. Excuse me. Our duty is to protect such species from those who might wish to use them for dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you speak has no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889? So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday, as always. Montague Dunn. Okay. Alright, we've got some stuff. Alright. White and Dunn. Just click through these. White's expulsion. Yeah, that makes sense. Disagreement. Miss White and Mr. Dunn had a recent disagreement. Montague Dunn was planning to release Miss White from her position at Kew Gardens. Yep. Clues. Let's see. I think we've done all the rest of these then. Yep. This one's definitely a little more intense than the last one was. Like, there's a lot more going on. In fact, I think we're almost... At this point in the last one, we were almost ready to solve it. That is terrifying. Laboratory table. Wet bottle trace.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Drops. Well, let's see what this is.
Gold dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Toby. Alright, so we will bring Toby in at some point, but we're going to do a little examining of our own first. Missing protective equipment.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here. Gloves. waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Yes. And what aren't... Am I not saying
Such
masks?
masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
Okay, let's make sure we check this room first.
The employee's cloakroom.
I don't think I can go in there anyway.
Locked.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
Oh. Ah, this again. I hate these. Just not a fan of them. Okay, let's do the outside one first. Okay, just so I can see all the little lines. The green one next. Okay. I mean, that'll have to work for now. This one has to go like this. Ooh, is there another option for this one? What is happening here? Oh, this piece slides. Oh, and rotates. Oh, dear. Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Stop, stop, stop. Go back. Oh, how do I move you? Nope. Go back to this piece. There we go. Yeah!
Open.
Okay. We'll continue on with that room in a second. Now that's unlocked. University of Cambridge
A
Botanical
botany
Selection.
book.
Albert Dunn, repeat year.
This student's book belongs to Albert.
Okay, so he's trying to study for it at least. Chemistry cupboard.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Okay. Phonograph.
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
Okay. So I could turn the handle, but
I don't hear anything.
So I don't think there's anything in it. Let's grab the 245 cylinder.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Okay.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
Evidence required. Okay, so we need to find see if there's more of those cylinders anywhere.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Ha! Shots fired. Okay, so could we do experiments here? That'd be kind of cool. Instead of having to go all the way back to Scotland Yard. Or, Baker Street. Okay, the cloakroom. Miss White's locker. All
Miss White's locker.
Jewel box.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Gifts from someone if I had to guess. Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor to help if you might accept my help. Your devoted servant, Albert. Oh, Albert wanted. Okay.
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Do gardeners really make that much in this particular situation here? Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years that you have passed since you left and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you chose to do so now? We're supposed We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, and we at home have always done. And none of us ever compromise the reputation. It appears you have already done that with your employer, Mr. Dunn. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Your parents. Oof. Okay. White's request. Take that.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear Mother and Father, I'm writing this letter with the reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I anticipated. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Margaret.
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Just maybe greedy. Just trying to get money from everybody. Alright, this would be White Studies. Okay, Miss White's family. White and Dunn. Margaret White's studies and social situation were completely dependent upon Montague Dunn's wealth. Okay, clues. Okay, we've seen all these. Alright. Alright, let's check out Martin Hamish's stuff.
Martin Hamish's locker. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
Okay. Letter from somebody. Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens obliged me to renew my application for the management position, as I have stated already in my previous letters. I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and so I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them to the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty. Yep, he wants to take over.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Okay, we've also got a photograph here. Who is that? Oh, is that the same photo from before? Father and I, Kew Gardens.
Father and I, Kew Gardens.
He's been here when he was a boy. Okay, and we've got Albert Dunn's stuff.
Albert's locker.
Photograph.
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Okay. Could be Miss Margaret White. Alright,
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
Interesting.
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Oof. Royal Navy School of NCOs Recruitment Center, London. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you to the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intentions to entrust to you the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew, and it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J.M. Lachmand, Director of Royal Navy Training Center. Alright, gather data on Montague Dunn. Okay, so let's take a peek at some of these other places that were locked up. We've got the nursery, the seed garden, I think is both of them. Alright, let's see here. Just kind of make my way around the room, looking at stuff.
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Okay. So far I'm not really sure why this room was locked. Okay, there's a work desk here. Work desk. What do we got?
A
Glasses
case. It is empty.
Alright, Sergeant, we'll see you later. What do we got here? Martin
A
Hamish's
thesis
book.
written by Martin Hamish. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office.
I kind of figured because of the glass
We can see
window.
the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Ooh. Maybe they cleaned this section so he could see in there if the guy was in there. Suspicious.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
I think he's just jealous of not getting all the credit he wanted.
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
Suspicious. Okay, I think that's it for this room. Okay, now we gotta find the seed something or other. Oh, hello. Hello. This is suspicious. Oh, it's the bust of
It is a
Mr.
bust
Dunn.
of Montague Dunn.
Thrown into a bin. Oh, and look, it's missing a chunk.
I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Ah, that's odd. Watson, are you in the way? Okay, no. Just kind of thrown about there. Alright, so this is the seed room, I think. Okay, nothing on there. Anything behind this? Nope.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
Okay, is that all that's in this room? Is that why this whole room was locked? It's odd.
Locked.
Oh, it's not. Oh, no, that was still the nursery. Okay. Here's the seed house.
Open.
Miss Margaret White! We found her. We will talk to her momentarily. We want to snoop around a little bit first, because we want to see if I can find any more evidence before I talk to her about what she's doing. Oh. Okay, this window does really nothing for us. Okay, cool. Okay, oh, work desk. Here we go. How
From
about this
here,
window?
we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay. Let's check her work desk first.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. A book about ships. Nothing at all
Oh, this
to
must
do
be
with plants.
Albert stuff.
Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. This place serves as Albert's office.
Okay. Yes, I know I have to talk to her. I'm just double checking, make sure we don't miss anything. Okay, I think we are ready to talk to her.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Let's do a little bit of a profile here. Let's see, the brooch is gonna be, oh no, expensive perfume. She likes the expensive lifestyle. Kind of gotten that from all the letters and stuff too. Pink marks, past malnutrition, Pellegra, poor family, because she grew up so poor. Okay, yep. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Where is it though? Pink hands. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh. Unmarried. Oh. Alright, theft of plants.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about
course,
the
Watson's
theft of
talking to the
plants,
woman.
miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Emptied colonial collection.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
She's suspicious to me, too.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Okay.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Alright, meet Miss White completed. Okay, we have a couple more things to do here. We've got, denied. Oh. We do have a archive thing to do. What else do we have here? Find the stolen plants. Find the plant that was used to kill Mr. Montague Dunn. Find out who killed him. Use Toby to track the scent. So we do need to go back to the to Baker Street relatively soon.
A ventilation.
I am going to do that now, I think. So let's fast travel there. Because I'm going to do the archive first, then we'll get Toby. Get those 2 things done. And see what that unlocks for us. I kind of liked when the archives were on the back of the cart. That was kind of nice. Search the case of June 14th, 1889. Alright, newspapers, 1889. We're looking for the Divine Syndicate. Scandal at Divine Syndicate Club. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trewan, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlton Road. Protectors of plants and more particularly trees are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of the organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that the investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal to defense and protection of nature, to which incorporates many persons of influence, including political parties of the opposition party.
Here it is.
Okay.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
So we have their address now, so that's good. However, we're going to borrow Toby.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Alright, let's go back to Kew Gardens. We'll deal with the Divine Syndicate later. Just makes sense if we have Toby, might as well use him now. Continue.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Okay. Sherlock, open door. Did I just open that door? Okay. Do. Slow dog. Wish I could make you walk faster. Oh, I can! I found the button. I thought this area out here seemed suspicious. It's just kind of open. Hidden place.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
Hidden bottle.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here.
What's it got in there?
There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Weird. Okay, I need to perform an analysis on it. Can I do that here? Okay, good. We don't need Toby anymore. Oh my god, I figured out I could walk fast too! I found the button! Can I do it here, please?
This is a...
Dang it. No. Alright, let's go back to Baker Street. We want all the information we can get, so... We'll take this bottle back to analyze it, then we can go somewhere else. Oh my god, so much better.
Let us determine just what we have found here.
Right?
Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Okay. Pipette. Unknown liquid. Pour. There we go. Okay. Test tube.
A colorless, water-based liquid.
I mean, inhale.
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Okay.
Holmes?
Taste?
What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Okay. Activate. Oh, what did that leave behind?
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
No idea.
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
Okay.
I need to take a
pipette. Okay, let's put it in... Where am I putting it? This one? Ooh, it turned red.
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination.
Oh.
This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, in that case, let's head to the Divine Syndicate next. Kind of at a standstill at the Kew Gardens until we kind of get some more info. So, we'll have to see. Let me open my deduction book. Or my clues. Oh, we've already... It's the same 4 clues. Never mind.
This place is beautiful, Holmes.
Ooh.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
It's so pretty. So there's a path this way. I must follow it. Can I ring the bell? Ooh, I cannot ring the bell, but... Hey, what do we got here? Broken pieces.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here. A fragment.
And there. Ah.
The Kew Gardens symbol.
Weird. Super weird. Okay, there's a person in there too. I'm so glad they let you do that. Alright, let's try talking to this guy up here. Guru, okay. Before we go inside,
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance, do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are.
Oh,
to
boy.
introduce myself, I
Oh,
shall.
boy.
I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
That man, they're making him sound like this. All right, let's see. Well, we got our awesome tattoo. Okay, let's forward. Go to his hands. Fingertip calluses. Okay. Other hand. Palm injury. Acid burn. Chemical practice. Interesting. All right.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom.
The plant knowledge this guy's dropping.
You must earn it. Yes.
Do you know the Kew Gardens?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Branded flower pots. Fragments from a statue. Kew Gardens symbol. Symbol on broken pot. Keys for Kew Garden. Fragment. Branded flower pots. Let's go Kew Gardens symbol. Ooh.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
Ah.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see.
Okay, that makes sense,
so
actually.
If you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Okay.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
I know this. Treewan, the God King.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good. I like you. Here is the holy.
That was
key
it? That was the test?
to the wisdom
Wow.
Place. Holy
I coulda got
devotion
it.
Can you make whenever you so wish?
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life, it helps to
Oh.
free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Where was the raw sap? Over here, or was that... Must be, over here. Hold on, I gotta let myself be known that I'm coming in. Okay. Nice. Oh boy. Where's the sap this guy was talking about? Drugs table. Oh boy.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Of course it is.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Oh boy. Am I gonna get messed up? Is that what's about to happen here? Ooh. Oh, sure, let's check out this room. Venus flytrap. That was one of them.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Oh.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical.
Okay. A tropical. Tropical.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Oh. We're just stealing plants now? Okay. I'm still gonna look through all this stuff because, you know, that's how it goes. Cage with... Oh, caterpillars.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Just stealing all their stuff. Okay, well, we will have to talk to this guy. I mean, I will, but... Benefactors. Mr. A-Lith.
The list of plant friends and benefactors. Lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders. This door is...
Oh, okay. And now we're just gonna, you know, do our thing and break into here, like we do. Alright, let's go with this one. Okay. This one slides, apparently. Oh, this slides. I don't have a spot for this. Hold on. Hold on. This piece goes back up a little bit. Can I get to the yellow piece? Thank you. Oh, that turns all of that. Except I need this to move over. So I can turn... Actually, I don't know if I want to turn that, though. I think I need to find the right spot for this. Actually, I have an idea what I want to do. I want to rotate all. Wait, how do I rotate all? Yes. Oh god, this here is a mess. Wow, okay. Let me take this... No, where is it? No, this piece, move it off. Yellow piece, please. Thank you. Okay, now back to this piece. Move that over. Okay, this piece. So, ooh, ooh. Nope, 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 nope. Stop moving things. This piece slightly. Okay. Rotate everything so I can see where the line goes. Okay, this piece needs to move. Ooh. I see an issue. No, that doesn't work. Oh, right, the other piece moves. I can slide this piece. I was about to say, I'm like, this looks about right, though. That would be it. This room is dark.
These instruments are used for smoking opium. A vast amount of opium.
Okay.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens.
Okay, alright.
This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. This must be Triwan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
Oh boy. Alright, we have an adept.
Praise the grand
okay, that's all he
tree.
says.
Praise it.
Alright, I think we got everything here. Suspicious ingredients. Just kind of click through all the stuff. There we go. Set up the experiment. Set up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory and the caterpillars perform the experiment with deadly plants. Okay. Any more clues here? Okay. Just kind of click through everything. Nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. Sex stole everything. The Divine Syndicate stole the plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder Montague. Done. Partial theft. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants. I'm thinking it's a partial theft. Okay.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Alright, an experiment we need to do. So let's head back to, I think we head back to Baker Street. I think is the next step here. Do the experiment, and then we'll have to see from there where we end up. I probably have to go back and talk to our 3 people at Kew Gardens. Kew Gardens, I should say. All right. Okay.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Okay, I think it's this one. Wait, what do I do? What did I just do? Hold on. Put back. Take this.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Okay, how about you? Oh, that one closes up.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched
I
with
think I was right. I
alkaloid.
think I got the right one. Pin. There it is.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
Just because I want to stab this one. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Put that away. So what I'm going to do is going to open this back up. We're going to put some caterpillars in there.
It appears to open. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secret.
Oh, hold on. Okay. So let's do that. Do that.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. This plant...
Dang it.
This...
Oh, it's not gonna let me.
It appears to have fallen inactive.
Okay. How do I...
How interesting.
Oh.
What a strong and effective defensive mechanism. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it. I find the behavior of...
If the prickly plant should shoot at it.
How interesting. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Okay, can I make this one go away?
This plant becomes inactive.
Yeah, so does this one.
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. My...
Okay, if I increase the strength of my attack, how does one do that? Do I have something else I can do? Take. Oh, hold on. Take. Can I put you away? Oh, I could swap you. Heck yes. That's what I wanted. Swap. Actually, hold on. Swap. Swap you there. Okay. Caterpillar. There we go.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
There we go. Figured it
The
out.
plants
Took a
would be
second.
capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
That's fair.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Okay, we can ask more questions of these folks. Continue with the investigation at Kew Gardens. Oh, that popped something. Albert's lack of experience. Albert is not very good at botany. It is doubtful that he could have learned how plants might have released deadly spores. Oh, 100%. Yeah, he has no idea how that works. With White studies. White's lack of experience. Knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction. She has it, but I don't... She could have. I'll put it lack of experience for now. Okay. Sex scene. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montague Dunn at a later date. Sect is not... I don't think the sect is involved. Okay. I've only got these left here. Okay. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, let's head back to Kew Gardens. I don't think the sect is involved. I just don't see it. I feel like someone had to be there in order to kill him. Depends on how that room was set up too. If they drop, somehow get caterpillars through the vents, maybe? I don't know. Because somehow got to trigger the something with the ventilation system too. All right, let's talk to you.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family?
Oh,
No.
you liar.
I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Liar. Photograph with your father.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
That's a lie. Symbol on the broken pot. No, fragment from a statue. Fragment from the statue.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken.
I think it's
it ought
this
to have
guy.
been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
And this one.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall...
New director, Hamish's anger. Hamish's motive. Martin Hamish had a motive. He believed that he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of Kew Gardens, but he wouldn't. But he knew that he would not be possible if Dunn was still alive. That is a possibility. All right, let's go and see what Albert's got going on.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
I don't think it's Albert.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Some Albert's hopes. Yeah.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Unless it was all three of them. Albert's ambition, humiliation. Albert's motive. Albert had a motive to kill his father, Montague Dunn. Dunn had thwarted Albert's dreams of joining the Royal Navy by killing his father. Albert could have his revenge and eventually succeed in his father's place as the director of Kew Gardens. I don't know if he wanted to be the director, though. Alright, then we have Miss White to talk to, who was in the... She was not in the nursery. She was in the... Okay, but he could see, because that opens, he could see across there. That ventilation shaft opening is super suspicious. I think it might have... What if it was Miss White and Hamish together? That's weird. Because we still have the ventilation thing, which is suspicious to me.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house. I joined them as soon as I could. for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
Yeah.
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Hold on. I want to go get that roll. Laboratory. Just gonna run through. Yeah, I want to get that roll because we might be able to knock her out as a suspect. Which one's the lab? Is it this one? Uh, 320. Oh. Here they are.
Here it is. Cylinder record.
Okay, let's see. Plunk and play.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
So it was not her. It would have been difficult for her to do it. How is that not a clue? Okay, they all went home. So we can do some snooping. Dun, 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 dun. Determine the correct order sequence based on the details. Okay. Inhaling the spore. Well, inhaling the spore. Oh, no. Hold on. Reset. Inhaling the spores. Escaping the room. There's only the two. Yep, and then he was trying to get out. And that's where he was.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
That's the thing. So, the thing is, his window is right across, which is super suspicious. Place caterpillars.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Alright. Have fun with that, Watson.
According to...
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's much for this particular room that's useful. Why is it telling me this? Oh, the ventilation system. I was like, what? That was weird. Okay. Start engine. Starter.
Before starting the engine,
I need to enable the...
Oh.
The power is on. The engine cannot be started.
Okay.
The engine has started.
And...
The power is on.
Oh.
The ventilation system is working.
Okay. Now what? Do I just run back to Watson? Is that what I do now? So we just gotta see if it... It's weird that it stops right there. So like a latch or something here? No. Okay, I guess I'll just run back in. Alright. Watson, did it work? They work.
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and...
Oh, okay, okay. So I gotta see if I can somehow get it to work from either of their stations. I see. If it's Albert, I will be floored, because I'm pretty sure it's not him. Well, let's check. Okay, the ventilation does come in here. It does go right above his... Oh, no.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. This is one of the out...
Okay.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Okay. Alright, yep, goes in here. And in here. Aha!
This is one of the out... We can see the interior of the... Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
I also don't know if I need to, because I could see him from here.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes it would be. Alright. Ventilation used, deadly precision. Hamish's opportunity. Martin Hamish had the opportunity to simulate the deadly plants in the Colonial Collection Room. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality of how to do this. Martin Hamish is guilty. Could be the killer. He had the opportunity to steal the divine syndicate's plants and stimulate them from his workplace directly after he locked Montague Dunn inside the Colonial Collection Room. Arrest Martin Hamish. That's it? There's no, like... Hold on. We are missing stuff, I feel like.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Are we missing some stuff, though? I don't guess not. Alright, guess we go to Scotland Yard. It's weird, because I'm not picking between people. Okay. I'm like waiting for the other foot to drop, you know? That's here. Hello, Lestrade.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime later. Okay. I'm still waiting for something something weird's got to happen here. This one wasn't like the others where I was like, all right, based on this, it's this person. Boom, I have 3 options. It's like, oh, go arrest him. Wait. I'm slightly confused.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Uh-oh. He's gonna be dead. Oh!
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Oh dear. Oh dear. At reserve? What did it say? What did it say? Examine Martin Hamish's body at reserve. What does that mean? At reserve. Is that like out here or something? Oh, right. Out here's the right. Let's start with the neck.
mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Oh, he's got something on him though. Okay. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to always have fallen victim to her circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Farewell.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
He has a club foot? I'm confused. Club foot. The worn down double heel in his left shoe reveals that Martin Hamish suffered from a club foot and tibial torsion. Okay. Hamish acted alone. Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system. Did he have an accomplice? I thought he might have had an accomplice. I did say that. Talk to Lestrade.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
Mm-hmm.
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
Okay.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Oh, okay.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay, Martin Hamish and Montague Dunn went to meet Albert in the Seed House at... Oh, God. Whoa. what just happened. Okay, so Martin Hamish and Montague Dunn went to meet Albert in the Seed House. Yeah. Am I supposed to do anything here? Oh. Okay, Albert meets Montague Dunn and Mr. Hamish at the Seed House. So now technically, can't I put... Okay, guess not. Okay, let's play the event. Yep, he goes, meets her, meets him, they go meet Hamish. Okay. Back to the timeline. Let's see, Montague Dunn and Hamish go out to the back. Nope. Martin Hamish return. Nope. Miss White. Nope. Miss White is talking. Nope. Wait, Miss White is talking with Martin Hamish in the lab. Miss White joins Hamish and nope. Nope. Martin Hamish returns after talking with Miss White. Albert saw Hamish return. Play the events again. Okay, they talk. They go get him. They go talk to Albert in the Seed House. Oh, but they're going into the backyard now. Right. Where is that? Montague Dunn and Hamish go to the backyard. Yep. Okay. Play the events. Go to the backyard. Okay, return to the Seed House. Okay, he returned to the Seed House. He's going to the Tropics room. Right, I think. Okay, yep, they go there. They go that way. Split. Okay. Miss White joins Hamish and Albert at the water. Nope. Miss White is talking with Martin Hamish in the laboratory. I think, yeah, I was surprised she had an alibi, because I thought she might have been a part of it. Hamish return. Nope. Albert's, he's poisoned here, I think. Okay, yep, they go there. They go back out. Okay. Wait. This goes over one more. This goes here. Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. Let's play that. Okay, yep, they go talk. Do that. Okay. It goes in there. So this one was returned. Is this one the next one? Oh, can I, like, skip ahead? No. So 10:10 is when we think he died. It stops there. Okay. Miss White joined Hamish. Martin Hamish returns. There. And then there, maybe? Let's play those. See if that works out. Nope, stop there again. So something's wrong here. So this did not happen yet. Albert was in the Seed House the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from... Oh! So this goes here. Let's try that then. Okay, yep. Oh, that's when he... go there. That's still wrong. What? Martin Hamish returns after talking with Miss White. Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed... Oh, no, stop. He observed Hamish returning... Oh, so this is here. Is this here and this here? Try that. I don't know. Okay, go talk to Albert, kind of. I go talk. Nope, still 10-10. I'm so confused by this. I feel like I'm just missing something here. Okay. These all seem right so far. He's talking in the lab. Miss White joins Hamish and Albert. No. Martin Hamish returns after talking to the map. Okay, so he's going back. Yeah, they wouldn't see each other, though. It's gotta be this, right? He's gotta... Oh, no. Just poisoned. No. Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. Well, that would be... Hold on. Would that be the next steps? Is it that one? We'll see. They go do their thing. No, it stops there every time. What the heck? I'm not understanding this 10-10 time frame. Something is not happening. Nope, don't play. Wait, I have 2 of these here, though. Martin Hamish returned. No, but that was right. Because I can't duplicate it, I don't think. Unless I leave this one blank. What if I do... What if I leave it blank? Put this here. No, not this one. It'd be this one. Then he sees that. This one has to be the last. And then this one is poisoned. Try that maybe? Just 10-10, there's nothing there. I might have to skip because this is not... What is happening here? I feel like it's just not... Something is missing. Talking in the laboratory. I've tried all of them, haven't I? For the 10-10. Okay, to the map. This is where they all are at this particular time. Somebody has to be locking the door, though. Or locking the... Miss White joins Hamish and Albert at the water... I haven't tried this, have I? Let's try this. What if all 3 of them are in on it? Nope. So it's not that. Albert saw Hamish returning. Because if I remove something that's wrong, it won't work. Because she's only got 2 things in the laboratory. This is honestly stumping me. I'm just not getting it. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed Montague Dunn was on. Wait. Oh, hold on. I have to read these in order. Hold on. Martin, Hamish, and Montague Dunn went to meet Albert in the seat house at about 9:30. Okay, right there. It was around 20 minutes to 10. Okay, it's 9:40 when Hamish and Montague went out to the backyard. Okay, after 10 minutes. Dunn recommenced his inspection to enter the dry tropics. Okay, yep, that's right. Hamish returned to the seat house. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock, right there. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and... Okay, so this is 10:40. When she saw Hamish in the greenhouse and joined them there. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dunn was unwell at 10:30. What? Hamish ran to Albert. Hamish ran to Albert as soon, which was at around 10:30. Hamish returns after talking to Miss White. Okay, Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning at 10 minutes past 10. Is this one? Okay, then this must be there. Okay. It stops there again! What the heck? Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. It is 10 past 10. Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. Why is this one not working? Why? Are they both supposed to be there? Because we have one that we don't know. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I'll put them both there. No. God, take this one off. I don't know. I honestly don't know why this is not working. It keeps stopping here and it's really upsetting me. Like, I'm really getting mad. Albert saw Hamish. Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. This is 10 minutes past 10. Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. What if I just move that there? I don't know. I'm just trying something to see if something works, because it's not. Nope. Because then it stopped there this time. This is honestly bugging the crap out of me. You guys don't understand. I'm getting annoyed. Is it both of these? Oh, wait. It might be both of these. I think it's both of these. I think it might just be both of them, and I just am being annoyed. Okay. It was both of them. Alright. Nope. Stop the events. Okay, this goes here. And there's nothing in the 1020 part? That seems odd. Okay. Dead. Jeez, that was awful.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
Okay.
Perfect, Watson.
God, that was awful.
Let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Alright. Join the Stride IQ Gardens complete. Join the Stride IQ Gardens. Okay. Hamish's timeline, Albert's timeline. I don't think Albert is involved. Martin Hamish and Albert are not accomplices. It's unlikely that Albert would have the opportunity, and 10 minutes would have not been enough to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. So I'm going to go with that. Now we're going to go with White's timeline and Hamish's timeline. White had time. It would not have been enough to trap Montague Dunn. She could have locked the door and alerted Martin Hamish to activate the ventilation system. White is an accomplice, okay. Or we switch to White is not involved. What did that change? Hamish did it alone. Or Albert had time. Or Albert is an accomplice. Okay. Let me back out of here. Determine the identity of Martin Hamish's accomplice. Okay. Didn't it say something about Lestrade? I thought it did.
Holmes, don't...
Oh, okay. Well. Alright, so in that case... I kind of want to look at that timeline again. Both had opportunity. Conclusions. Alright. White and his accomplice. Margaret White and Martin Hamish, accomplice in killing Martin Dunn. Her professional ambition. Hold on, let's turn it to there. Let's say it was her. Her professional ambition and personal situation have been damaged by the breakup with Dunn. Okay. So there's that. We have... And so, like... So let's see the options here. Miss White is a dangerous woman, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son Albert and later pushed Martin Hamish to his suicide. She deserves the rope. Miss White is a desperate woman in debt, resigned to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dunn cast her aside, she killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save her. She deserves a second chance. Okay. Let's go back. Hamish acting alone doesn't make sense. Albert is the accomplice. So Albert was Martin accomplice just killing Montague Dunn. He humiliated repeatedly by his father and denied his dreams. Albert resolved to aid and abet the murder. Albert Dunn killed his father in collaboration with Hamish, citing years of humiliation and frustration at his father's dictating his life. We conclude that Albert is a cold-blooded murderer who deserves life in prison, or killing Dunn in collaboration with Hamish was the only way to end years of torment and humiliation. We can allow the police to believe it was Hamish alone, so Albert can go free, but we must live with his conscience. Okay, there's got to be another option here. I think there's a fourth option. What if it is the sect stole everything? And the sect is indeed involved. Okay, that did not. That is not an option, apparently. Okay, I think it was her. Wait, I need to see There is a clue I need to check. There's a clue I need to check before I do this. Okay, her thing. Recorder appears to be quite lengthy there, proving that she remained in her laboratory on the day of the crime. She could have recorded this whenever, though, right? That's the part I don't get. It could have been any time. I think it's her. I'm going with her. I think she's the accomplice. All right, I'm gonna go with her, and we're gonna condemn her. Like, she's smart. Yeah. I don't think she deserves to get away with it. I might be wrong, but this is what I'm going with. Because I could see Albert... Let's see, the ventilation system would have been on. But who would have locked him in there? She had the best opportunity. I mean, it had to have been either Albert or... Yeah, I'm going to go with her, though. Wait. Hold on. Which one did I pick? Oh, yeah, condemn. Alright, we're condemning her. Yep. Going with it. Let's just go with it. Okay. Here we go.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace
because he kind of liked her
remaining.
too.
The deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be
Oh, that's
there.
right, because they think they don't
good.
know I have the plants.
Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
I think we are in the right here.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
Yeah, why are you here? That's
you
suspicious.
do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Uh-oh.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Oh, I tried to do it. Oh, wow, that stuff acts quick. Well, I'll retry that part.
This is tragic, Holmes.
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Hold to check. We got it! She did it! I guess... Actually, I'll just let it slide. I guess she died. Miss White is a dangerous woman, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder. When she realized that she was unable to make any further monetary gain from Montague Dunn, she advanced her affections to Albert, his son. She was the only one who locked the door of the Colonial Collection Room directly after Hamish released the caterpillars that pushed Martin Hamish to his suicide, only to cover herself. And then pushed Martin to his suicide, cover herself. She got what she deserved. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yes, we're gonna finish the case. People saw the case the same way, 92%. People made the same moral choice, 77%. Wow, that one was pretty high up there. All right, we got achievement, Deadly Flower, and a Half Moon Walk is the next mission.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
That's so funny.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene.
We gotta help Wiggins.
You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
All right. Well, that's gonna be where we stop for now. We've got two more cases under our belts, and next time we'll take on Wiggins' case here. So yeah, I guess I will see you all later. So have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.